at you.
For the inauguration.
We're broadcasting too.
I don't know what else to do for a GMO-free inauguration.
What are you you're protesting the use of GMOs at presidential events?
That's the plan.
The big push.
Or we come up with our own damn idea and we just do our own idea.
If we didn't have genetically modified
we need
food,
to stop
and the astronauts that are on the International Space Station have none.
You know what we need to do?
That's like, it doesn't make any sense. Monsanto, on the other hand, yes, you know, Monsanto's an evil company. We need to start, you know, putting our money in different directions. But, like, I was actually just talking to a scientist about this today, like, the protest for GMOs. Like, it's not wise. It would almost be like protesting stem cells.
Is that the California initiative to frickin' label?
Yes, exactly my point. Right?
That is what. Because
I got an idea.
Look at everybody. We're talking Nestle.
What?
Just about.
We could do
Con Egg.
lights. Overpass light brigade for Obama.
It failed because a lot of scientists thought it was stupid.
Well, the inauguration will be way over by then, but
you know,
we could.
A lot of scientists
doing light brigade
that bill
instead. We do kind of need to pick a next light brigade thing. In case you aren't aware, we are the Hawaii chapter of the Overpass Light Brigade.
But what?
I know, it's ironic, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
I drove under it with lights in my backseat last time. You have no idea how hard it was. No, they took it down. They destroyed it. By Hakalao. Hakalao. Yeah. The one on.
No. Overpass.
Well, so the other overpassers that are actually on an overpass are taking a lot of heat the last couple weeks and months too, because it's totally illegal to do that. It's distracting to traffic. There's actually laws that you can't stop on an overpass. It's like a no loitering zone. You just got to keep moving. Yeah, but it's state by state, so some states are doing better than others. But that network is growing really nicely right now, and so we're well placed. We actually picked the buy local message that was done for Black Friday. That was my idea because I knew we had the letters for that.
So
and we wouldn't have to make any new. Well, Dan wants to spell Obama or something. Do we want to spell Obama? I know, you can't just spell Obama and take a picture of it. That's kind of silly.
Obama.
There has to be a message.
No GMO Obama. No GMO Obama.
No GMO Obama.
Okay.
No GM Obama?
That keeps
no GM Obama. No Obama.
But do you have the letters?
No, we'll have to make letters. But well, we have a lot of A's and E's and I's because this is Hawaii. And an H and 3 C's. I did a while ago. I'll bring it up again. Nobody looks at the work group anymore.
It's in the open work group, so we have like 90 people.
Okay, I can do that. You know what? I can do that. Write that down. Post the letters.
What about...
What's next? Okay, so we want to do lights for the 21st. Is that what we decided?
Sounds good.
Oh, no?
Sure, yeah.
Do we want to do lights before that? That's a month away. What else do we have?
Friday coming up.
There is, on the 4th. Downtown again? I thought you said it was dying. Is it dying or what?
What's the PV?
Well,
Peace Vigil. Jim's thing.
I mean, if I wanted to protest anything that I think would destroy most of the evil companies that are tied up with genetically modified food in all of its forms, why not instead try and push for a law that would make any kind of natural plant property of the earth and make it open source so that anything that's modified,
Very good point. Very good
anything,
point,
because we should be genetically modifying foods. We should be using
know,
our
right now-
science.
Well, I disagree
now,
with the we should be, though.
I think we should
Do
be.
you know that the
I know
Supreme
we
Court
should.
is about to rule on the human genome?
Exactly.
Is about to rule on that.
Yeah.
So that
I mean,
should
the guy that that mapped the human genome, for instance,
the whole project.
he also created the first human-made living cell. He created a living cell made out of 10 million lines
Protesting
of
the what?
DNA code. It's alive. It's his own life form.
We're not,
We should not be
because
stopping
there's a meeting
this from
coming up
happening.
about it.
We
You can
should
go
be
support it.
engineering new skin tissues. We should
You
be
should go
engineering
support
new
it,
food.
because there's a lot of
Right,
people
right,
that
right,
will
But
not.
we
Right,
they
right.
should not be the birth of corporations.
But
Yeah,
we should not be
um,
splicing. We should not be splicing frog DNA into fucking corn.
We
okay?
shouldn't be. There shouldn't be.
Listen. We should not be splicing frog DNA onto corn.
Yes.
Okay. Until we find out what the full ramifications are.
What that
of
food does
said.
to the body.
And you know what? It's killing cattle. They
Yeah,
cannot even
because
eat.
cattle aren't supposed to eat corn.
Well, that too. Well, that too.
Like,
That too.
Okay, now wait.
That too.
I actually come from farmer families. We grew cattle.
Yes,
they
I-
eat corn. Okay, and
Point of
that's-
They
order.
do eat
So-
corn.
so we
That's
don't have
everything you put
consensus
in front of them,
on
but they were never supposed to
Point
eat
of
corn.
order.
say that. And you know what? We've had shitty luck with GMO actions in the past. Anyway, I'm not that into it. I agree with it and I support it, but it's hard to get
It's
numbers out
because
for that, and the farmers are all kind of scattered right now.
And business plans have put this science at an arrested state. It's not effective, and that's why I say if you don't let corporations be birthed out of it, and you only have scientists who are actually interested in it for the good of humanity, it's how we get our best computer code. It's how we get our the best inventions of man have never been from money. And
Right. We don't need to be putting the foxes in charge of the fucking hen houses.
exactly, we should have the foxes making us.
Do you know that the chief lobbyist for Monsanto was put in charge of the FDA?
Yes, and there's
I saw me.
I mean, come on.
Monsanto,
Okay, it's
Come on.
employees working in. Yeah.
Activist community update. Okay, yeah, I just went to a bunch of the other guys' meetings.
Yeah.
Right on.
I mean, this is
Bless
actually
your
my last
heart.
stop
Please tell us.
My last stop on the circuit for this week.
Oh, this
Right
is-
on.
No, really, no.
Word.
That's part of the reason I'm here.
Right
I
on.
went-
Awesome.
I mean, the only guys that I missed so far this week was Pele Defense. I don't know what the hell they're doing.
I don't think they are meeting right now. They're on hiatus at
They're
least.
Basically,
The last I
PPA
heard was
these days,
that they're
right?
not meeting right now.
Use their PPA
Um,
now, right?
What?
Use their PPA now.
No. No.
Well, all right.
Pele Defense is a little more Hawaiian.
Right. Yeah. Well,
I mean, that's part of the reason that Bob started PPA is because Pele Defense was about to go on the hiatus or something. Or was there some
well,
split? I don't
no,
know.
there was. A
No,
split.
there's not a
There
split. It's two different. It's completely two different groups.
was- Okay, all right.
It's completely two different groups.
So anyway,
That's
You
all
have
there
a
is to
better
it.
read on the
Kunapono,
situation.
first thing is the thing next Thursday on the 20th. It's like their benefit fundraiser, a bunch of hippie music and like a Pele ceremony and all kinds of stuff. And
Where?
I Hawaiian Sanctuary. Well,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll be speaking. 'Cause I got asked to speak. And then I guess what else I heard from Bob's meeting was you heard about that too, right? Bob and Harry Kim are meeting with Russell up in Honolulu right now. I
Yeah.
guess that ties into the whole GMO thing because I guess they were looking at what Russell could get in on the state legislature upcoming, and I guess they're working on that. I think what Russell's trying to push is no more GMO crops in Hawaii.
Yes.
Like because we're already stuck with the corn and the soy and the papayas and
Yeah.
something
Right,
else.
all that
Yeah.
But I
shit,
think
yeah.
he's gonna make it so that there's no more new crops. Because I just seen an article about how like the corn husks in Molokai are fucking biohazard
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
that's
nuts.
that's some
It
crazy
really
shit.
is,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Russell said that this week too. So that's
Oh, LHG. That's okay. Well, that's actually what I come from. Well, I'll get to that. Next up is Gene's thing on the 17th of January, over at the statue for the anniversary of the overthrow.
I don't know. I mean,
Nice.
was burnt by him. God.
And his caddy too.
Gene's thing
Even though
on the
Gene
17th.
Laid
That
back.
is, yeah, let me see that. On the
So it's just
17th. 17th.
Generational gap here, I guess.
Rolling down the street.
See, generational gap here, man.
Gin and juice. Yeah. By the chords.
I guess so.
And so there's that. And then in the beginning of January, the Lawful Hawaiian government is going to have its annual legislative convention. So all the delegations from all of Hawaii is going to be meeting at Uncle Robert's. It's the 11th through the 13th, but the actual session is going to be on the 12th. And so I talked And so like I've been going around inviting, folks like Jim Albertini, Ron Yoshi. I need to bring it up again with Bob. Like the Hawaiian activists, and pretty much, everybody that's friendly and trying to do something on Big Island, welcome to the island. And then, sure.
Pua'ana is a noble
In the
in the lawful Hawaiian government. Pua'ana, Tiger, Stanley,
Yeah, I know you from baseball.
and this is Charles.
Oh, yeah.
Tuttle.
Okay.
And I've forgotten your name
Curtis
already.
Vieira.
Curtis. I'm Carrie. Nice. We should have done that like
Yeah, in the beginning.
74 minutes ago.
beginning.
Sorry, guys. But now we know.
And,
Okay, so
Terry, so I did talk with Office of Communications about, whether that would be cool. She needs to get back to me about that because I guess we've had issues before where
Is that the real
people
deal?
would come in and videotape for us, but then they wouldn't hand over even a copy of anything.
you can guarantee them everything I have is
that's what because I know
free to use. Right on.
But it was like other folks, like I don't know
My
if you ever heard of
favorite.
Les
Yeah.
Lawrence or David Lakota. Those guys have recorded for us and complete flakes, and
Yeah, I'm with you. If I can help with that, I'd be happy and thrilled to. And actually, thank you for the invite and all
by the way,
that.
that's
And
tobacco.
anything I can do. Oh, okay, good.
Oh, it is.
the real stuff. That's what you meant by the real stuff.
I'm
No.
sorry. Yeah, I was like, wait a second. I mean that's real
It's
tobacco.
pretty tasty.
I was like, that was
Very
great.
Okay, so that's Charles. Oh, the Walmart thing was in the Nation. So
So that's Walmart workers that are.
yeah, it's like the
walking out?
workers themselves
Oh.
are walking out. That's who actually called the Black Friday like protest thing.
Yeah, it was.
But they
I
have
did
a
hear something
protest
about
every
that.
Black Friday, but
It rocked.
it rocked. It was very good. We went over to Kona and spelled buy local in front of the Walmart.
Cool.
Oh,
We were there all of
major hits.
3 minutes when we got kicked out.
Yep.
It's one of the other places we've been kicked out of now.
Really? Badges of
Badges
honor.
of honor. Exactly.
Officially 80-60.
Totally. We were, you know where the Kona is, and then there's that big hill, and the Safeway's up high. Dan stood up on the big hill with the camera
caught
and
it
looked
down,
down
right,
at us.
yeah.
And then when the Walmart, and then the parking lot, and then there's this driveway that runs along that big long hill. We were over the wall. They couldn't even fucking see us. We were over the wall with the lights pointing away.
Like towards the
But
highway?
they saw Dan up there probably taking pictures. We were there honestly like 3 or 5 minutes. And that was it.
Came
We
up.
shook hands. Actually, we had just decided, we took enough pictures and we were starting to pile them up when the security guard walked up to us. He's like, so what are you doing? I was like, well, we're done. You missed it.
Still 80-60.
We're done.
You wrote
He would
down
have
my
86
license
if we
plate.
weren't leaving already.
You wrote down my license plate
Please.
number.
Oh, Dan's still in. Hi.
The guy wrote down my
What?
license plate number.
He did. He wrote down Dan's
No
license
shit.
plate number.
It's okay.
Yeah.
The airport did that to us already.
Yes, we're on
Oh,
file.
yeah.
We're on file for sure.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, that's the thing. It was in the Nation. I didn't hear about it either, but I've been kind of focused like a laser beam on this island for a long time, so I missed it. We missed it. But if anybody wants to go protest at Walmart tomorrow, you could do that. Okay, so back to the legislative session on Saturday.
Yes.
What time? Like all day?
Yeah,
Just
it'll be all day. Like
okay.
They kind of schedule it to be the whole weekend, but Friday is just crap, and Sunday is just any unfinished business. I think what's happening this year is we're setting up to issue land lots. I think we're gonna try and build like villages.
Wow.
In, like,
Really?
taking state or
Where?
state. I think down in Colorado. Because you know how there's that stone pile that always gets put up and goes down over in front of the statue, because that's us.
Yeah, yeah.
But part of that is land identification. It has to do with like the Great Mahele and the Crown lands and such and
Yeah,
such.
yeah, right.
And so what we're gonna do is there's a bunch of Crown lands down in Colorado near Uncle Robert's, and so I think what we're gonna do is start issuing out land lots to families and stuff, and like pretty much build a village of whoever is down.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I mean, we already have our island organizer. He's a builder, and so he's putting together a model of what the houses would actually look like using all local materials, whether it's albizia or bamboo.
Right, exactly on the spot.
Can you hear him at all?
And the beauty is that
I can't hear you, by the way.
there's already
Hello?
stuff.
Are you frozen?
I muted my microphone. I can hear you guys fine. It's great, actually.
Okay, good.
I'm not sure I don't remember what the name of it is, but they even take the local rock,
Yeah.
the local lava rock, and use that as the base material to build the self-sustaining.
Is that like out of that agricultural co-op out there?
I believe it is.
Oh, okay.
I believe it is. And the way it works is that it's all catchment for everything. Solar, electric to run everything. Also. And the way and the rainwater, the whole catchment process, etc. It's hydroponics
Dynamic.
with tilapia.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Shit like that.
I mean, this is totally self-sustaining.
Yeah.
To the nth degree.
Yeah.
And it's all local, right within the immediate vicinity for all of the material, for everything.
Amako Coast.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And this is exactly what we need to do, what we need to see happen, period.
Is there any kind of timeline for this project?
I guess what's going on is it's pretty much going to be unveiled and whatnot, and that this is where we pretty much find out like what's going on with it. I mean, this is only just what I've heard is supposed to happen. There may be other. I mean, because really, what it is every year we take a look at the Constitution, we update what needs to be updated.
I know, that's what I did too. Finish your thought.
Bicycle.
Yeah. I want to ride your bicycle. Baby, please pull in.
Raging hormone.
Go on, man.
Oh,
Go
but
on. I
anyway.
want to hear about this.
You gotta come to more meetings, but
I think I'm gonna make it a regular thing now to just go to hit up everybody now. I kind of
right?
enjoy it. It's kind of fun.
do the job.
So have they already cleared the land? I guess that's what my question.
No, I guess what it is it's the early stages of it.
Conceptual.
I'm really not entirely sure what's gonna happen. I guess what's gonna happen is gonna get announced in January, and like we've been kind of laying the groundwork. For like if you ever seen like there's that ahu down in front of the statue. There's one up by Kalmana Cave, up by Boiling Pots. We're supposed to be more, but man, we don't know how we only have a few people. But what that is actually land identification, identifying which ahupua'as were part of the Crown lands as of Mahele, and so that all ties into the lack of clear title that the state has.
Right.
Due to state and native laws, how long do you think it's going to take for the actual groups to claim the land?
Oh, bro.
Dude,
I mean,
it's been ongoing.
it's been going on since
How long?
1893.
Yeah,
you
since
know,
the Constitution passed.
yeah, pretty much. And
The Great Malay.
and this is kind of what this is.
Bayonet Constitution.
This is part of it. I mean, it's
1847
all.
or
The
1848.
bayonet was in 1887. The actual overthrow
All right.
itself was 1890.
Okay.
But I mean, this is part of that.
Yeah.
You know.
But the first Constitution saying that, okay, we're going to get away from this ahu pua'a was the 1847.
Well, the Mahele itself was in 1843, and that was the whole redistribution when it went from the whole communal land tenure to actual lease to fee simple whatnot.
Right. Actually, saying the land is not.
The good thing,
can be
I guess,
sold.
aside from the fact that all these sugar planters and everything got a hold of it, the good thing about it was they went and cataloged everything.
Okay.
All of Hawaii, all cataloged. The whole list, got a whole list and everything.
Yeah.
But so yeah, like this is kind of part of that. And if you think about it, like because we actually announced this to them a year ago, we actually went and served notice. We actually went and served notice last January, and then this year, look what happens, PLDC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
superseding all of the fucking
Yeah. I mean,
the
for
whole
all these
shebang.
unused,
the whole
state lands.
public.
And because
Public.
that's public state land.
Isn't there clear state bylaws for reclamation and grace periods?
Look,
and such
but that's
that are
where the
predetermined?
PLDC comes in and
Okay.
conveniently just fucking
Supersedes
throws
it's
it all.
PLDC.
Right.
This
But
is
it's not
Got a
just
PLDC yet. Said let him
That's
All
on
right.
the agenda
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Well, see, the
Okay,
funny
we'll
thing
get
is
to that then.
the PLDC. I mean, a lot of us, like within the lawful Hawaiian government, have suspicions that the PLDC was actually a reaction to what we were doing because
Could
we were planning on
very well be.
going and scooping up all this unused land
Right.
and putting Hawaiians and
Right.
Hawaiian nationals,
Yeah, I
not
can see
necessarily
that.
Hawaiian,
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
And so,
completely
I can see that.
oblivious, so
Yeah.
I'll wait until you
So,
guys
you know,
get to me.
I mean, just like the
Okay.
whole
It's
all right.
it is targeted.
This is a good time.
Mostly
This is the big bad bear
Yeah.
this year.
to get them doled out
That is
in time before
Yeah,
it gets
to-
yeah.
private development.
I mean, it's all a big
With
test game.
utilizing our fucking taxpayer
Yeah.
dollars to boot.
Okay, so to recap, lawful Hawaiian government session, 11th through the 13th, big days the 12th.
Yeah.
I'm done. Actually, you can tell him to ask Bob too. He can vouch for me with the video stuff. That's
Okay,
the reason he likes me is because I'm fast.
Yeah.
It's not always the best quality,
Yeah.
but it's up, and I got to move on to the next meeting. 2 days later, I'm drowning in the next meeting already. So,
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much what I told her is that I could probably get the whole thing that day.
oh yeah, yeah.
I
No
mean,
problem.
it would probably be a file, and
In
it'll
fact,
probably be
yeah,
something that
if
day.
you have a
Like that.
laptop or tell somebody bring
Yeah.
a laptop and I'll just plug my camera right into it
Yeah.
and they can have the raw video too
Yeah.
and do whatever they like with it. That'd be fine.
Like,
We also, my husband just passed the Naleo
it's also on
classes, so we can do
Oh, cool.
public access with it too
Awesome.
if they so choose. I mean, that's the thing, you kind of need to let me know what to do with it.
Yes.
Typically, my stuff is out there immediately and way out there. I tweeted, I Facebook it, I
With less shtick,
YouTube
but
it.
at least with you guys, I know it'll be less shtick than RJ.
We tried really hard. Thank you very much, actually. I was talking about that with one of the teachers at YCAN who told me we were slanted because, well, we're occupied. And I was like, what the hell are you talking about? We're like the most non-sticky, unslanted people. Do you know how hard consensus is? We have almost no consensus on anything,
Yeah, I
but
mean,
the things we have consensus on are fucking solid.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, thank you. We tried. So, yeah, we're done with that. Gene's thing on the 17th
Yeah.
is a little rough for us.
Well, I have
We're
no
kinda
idea
down
what's-
on that.
I have no idea what's going on with that. All I know is they're gonna be there,
Yeah.
and I guess it's a sovereignty thing because of the date. And
Yeah.
well, when it comes to Gene, see when it's him running it, he's a little bit in more of the position where now we can fuck with you. So don't. I mean, he
Yeah.
likes to be big noise, and
Mhm.
but what it comes down to with that guy, I'm willing to give him a chance because at least he means it. At least he means it. No, not to mention, you know who KR Hunt is?
Yeah, I do.
That fucking guy. That fucking guy. Oh no! Oh man! No! We had to. No, when we were having we were speaking down at that Green Lake thing, and once it got to question and answer, fucking KR was being a gene. but like less, but at a lower volume.
Yeah.
And after that, I was like, you know what?
Oh, no.
I think between those two, I'll take fucking Gene. Seriously,
Really?
because at least Gene beats it.
We've gone back and forth between those two, actually, quite honestly. It's funny that you should mention them. KR and Mickey have been very helpful and handy to us in the past, and we love them. But he's out there, too. He is like Gene. But, you know, I don't know, it's weird with KR. It's weird with KR. I don't know what to say about that. He doesn't put on any events, so we don't have to make that.
Yeah.
But the Gene thing is kind of tough. I mean, we actually have an agreement amongst ourselves. Almost anybody can submit stuff to the calendar and whatnot, but all Gene actions have to be approved by consensus
Oh, yeah,
by the
no.
group. And
I'm not
we don't
about
usually
to-
approve them anymore. And the thing is, I would love it if he could
You
come back and
stomped on our
apologize
shit.
sincerely from the heart and, you
To
know,
us.
blah, blah, blah. But you know what? He has, like, 6 times before. This is not the first. It's like every time the
Like,
man
he's-
leaves the house, he trounces on something. And it gets printed in the Big Island video or, you
And
know,
we get
somewhere,
stoned.
and he gets credit for our work or he destroys our work. And it's like, to me, he's like a wife beater, you know, that keeps blacking my eye and then apologizing because he
Right.
didn't know that
Right.
it was going to hurt so bad.
Right.
And I'm kind of over it
Yeah.
with him.
Enough is enough.
So enough is kind of enough with him. I wish him all the luck. He has many strong supporters.
I mean, I'm not to say that I'm promoting the guy. I'm just saying that I went to his thing.
Well, and good, because to be honest, I thought we were supposed to be invited to those things too. Charles and I went to his Aloha Uprising meeting in Volcano last February, and that was supposed to be a monthly thing, and I've never been invited
And
since
Uncle
February.
Billy's and here and there.
We support him all the time. Well,
Was used to.
but anyway, not to belabor that point. What do you got next time?
Yeah. Moving on. No.
Moving on.
PLDC. Let's make it quick though.
Yeah,
Okay.
Spend a lot of time.
Okay,
What
the
is this?
PLDC is the Public Land Development Corporation. Last year, the state of Hawaii legislature passed a bill that made a corporation that is designed to develop public, state, ceded lands, however you want to, the public's lands,
Yeah,
for profit, to fund the
for
DLNR,
their own profit.
for the DLNR's profit.
Yeah.
Yes, it's pretty fucking awful. It's,
Using taxpayer dollars
Right.
up front.
well, it'd be a lot of
Yeah.
public-private partnerships
Yeah.
is what it would be.
That's the whole big thing is the public-private partnerships. That could be a non-profit charity, or that could be Monsanto.
It should be, and it should be in all rights to the, given to the people whose native lands this is.
It's a nice idea
So-
in theory, but
It's
the
could be China.
it's not just it could be any. It could be any
one more time, Ben.
public.
What? What'd you say, Dan?
I said it could be
You
China.
gotta understand our speaker.
Could be anybody. Yeah.
It could be China.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it
So,
could
and
be.
the problem with it, besides that the intent is fucked up, and wrong, they jammed it through the legislature in a sneaky bad
fucking
way.
days. In three
They
fucking
changed
days.
it, they gutted it, they made it what it is
and just
now.
how much power that thing has.
They
There's
totally
almost
got
no,
it.
it has almost
A
no
bill,
rules. It's
a
not
bill
applied to it.
that had totally the opposite effect.
Mhm.
Went through three fucking
days.
committees
Oh yeah.
in each legislature, in each house of the legislature.
Mhm.
Goes to conference committee, gets gutted, totally gets ripped out. They slap this fucking PLDC fucking shit in, right? And with 3 days fucking notice, they pushed it through the House and the Senate on the
I'm guessing.
conference control on the conference bill,
Mhm.
right? And they hadn't even read the fucking bill,
They
which
usually
had
don't.
just been totally flipped,
For their own sake.
right?
So
And then Governor Abercrombie signed it that fast.
Yeah.
As soon as it is death, just like what fucking happened with Snyder in Michigan, with this.
Okay, no
right to
segues.
work
That was
shit.
already
Segues,
longer than
yes.
it was supposed to
But
be.
just to give you
So,
an
I'm
example,
I'm guessing you've petitioned
There is
most of the city and state governments.
well, a whole bunch.
actually, yeah.
All 4 counties
Charles.
have already all 4 counties have already denounced the bill.
Okay,
Not
good.
true. Okay,
No?
I was getting to
Carrie,
that.
talk for a minute.
Let me talk for a minute because I actually know about this.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, my
You
bad.
talk again.
My
The
bad.
Hawaii State Association of Counties, which is this like group of all the different islands counties.
Right.
Hawaii passed it first through our county council. Maui passed it through theirs, and Kauai passed it through theirs. Honolulu never passed it through city council.
Oh, I thought
In fact, they pulled it from the HSAC
Oh,
package,
okay.
and so now none of the
Because Kamehameha
counties.
schools wouldn't be able to buy the land.
Okay,
Holy
so
crap.
it's a
So-
very bad thing.
It is very
There's
It
there's a
is.
statewide
a
movement
movie.
against this thing. It's an all islands sovereignty folks, white
Yeah.
folks, black folks,
Big
purple folks,
fucking
rich
movie.
folks, poor folks. Everybody's
Badass.
the environmentalists are mad. You know, the
Everybody's
truthers are mad.
pissed.
Everybody's mad about this
Everybody's
thing.
pissed.
So there is a meeting tomorrow at BLNR, the Board of Land and Natural Resources, is
In
having a
Honolulu.
presentation by the PLDC on koke in Kauai for the purpose of building a hotel. Okay,
Holy
so that was
shit.
not even.
Serious?
Yes,
It's like
they printed it.
obvious
That's
corruption.
what it is.
Like, it's
So-
so obvious.
And that's part of the problem too. Is the rules are snaky. They can do pretty much anything they,
They want,
There's
yeah.
no county approval. There's no public hearings.
Right, it
they just
supersedes
do
all
hotels and
environmental
shit wherever they want.
inspections.
So there's a meeting tomorrow. If you're on a computer, it will be live streamed. Are you on Facebook?
I am through a phone, so my communication ability.
Kinda, yeah. There's a PLDC
limited,
group
but I
on
can still do it.
Facebook. There's a page too, and the links are posted there.
I'm
But
gonna link up
anyway,
with you guys. I'm gonna just go like the page, and I guess Tiger's gonna have to add me.
right
Now
on.
that I know, I actually have to add
He's
people.
the
I thought it was just
king.
telling
Yes,
me.
yeah.
Tiger is the king of the
You
closed
are
group.
the mod.
So 9 a.m. tomorrow, Honolulu Doug will be there. He'll live stream it. He'll record it. We can watch it later. It's too late to submit testimony now, but we could have done that.
yeah.
So we're on them like white on rice. We're following them through. There's a whole coalition.
I mean, there's
More
been
like a
people in
clone of it.
state and county
This
protesting
is, one of
this
those make
and
your owns.
submitting their own opinions
Sparrow
at every
tobacco.
at
It's fresh
every
out the
board
bag,
meeting.
it's real.
Yes.
Tastes
yes.
and smells real
And
fresh,
a few
almost
extras
cigar.
that it wasn't even on the
And
agenda.
do they?
So,
I mean, what does it sound like? Does the governor even give a shit?
No, of course not.
Oh no! Wait!
no,
this
No,
is
but
Abercrombie
right now
is
he's
gonna fix it
we've
for us.
we've met him. We've met him
Abercrombie is-
with our freaking lights, our lights, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We met him with abolished PLDC carrying, right?
Yeah.
And he fucking went off. He
Yeah.
totally went off on us.
Twice we did that actually.
Yes.
We met his bus
He
tour.
went off on you. Was he all about PLDC? He was like,
Oh, he's all about
Well, see,
it.
It's his baby.
But this is where also Gene stomped on our fucking message on the main freaking. This is where we have
We got one more
real
minute on.
issues with.
Thank you, Tiger.
What's that?
He is an excellent facilitator.
Fine.
It's all right.
He's our timekeeper, stat
That's fine.
keeper, and
That's fine.
facilitator
Anyways,
all at once.
But yeah, and
Tiger rocks.
no, Abercrombie just totally fucking snapped. He totally lost his cool both times.
You get it on camera.
Oh,
We did,
yes.
YouTube clips available
Yes.
for your own perusal.
Actually, ironically,
And-
when Gene went off at the governor, I thought I was recording and I wasn't. I wore my arms. Although afterwards I wouldn't have uploaded it. It pissed me off big time. He was here at Starbucks. He was at the meeting. He knew exactly what we were going to do and when we
Yeah.
were going to do it, and he stepped all over it. But anyway,
It's not actually. It's just
That's
sparrow.
what I was
Regular
saying.
kind.
I was-
It's just sparrow tobacco.
I know it's
You know,
about
from
smoke
tobacco
time,
shop,
isn't it?
yeah,
Nobody's
yeah.
complaining yet.
That's my favorite kind too.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, that's probably it for time
Okay,
on
yeah,
PLDC.
But
Check out the
it's a good
Facebook page.
explanation, I
Check
think.
out the
New
videos, and yeah.
I've been here for 4 months, going on 5.
Oh, you're
I
not
was
bothering
very
any of
Welcome
us.
to the island.
Yeah, I was
We
very
all
involved
smoke.
in the Las Vegas political scene, and my mother was the chairman of the county commission. And after she left, if you might have heard, every single county commissioner after that, like Dario and fucking Aaron Kenny, and all these people were just corrupt to the bone. Because if you play it straight and white, you end up poor. My mom.
Right.
You know what I mean? My mother was a very good politician, and
Yeah.
because
My sister is a
poor as fuck. You know?
is a third grade teacher in Vegas.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Okay, here. It's too small to read right now, and the whole top is bullshit. This is an old calendar, but at the bottom is
Yeah.
links. It's our Facebook links and the YouTube channel and
There you
all
go.
that kind of stuff.
There's
on.
a good one. There's a good one that Konoho Helm did. What is PLDC? Where it's like it's that one where he's explaining to like a Hawaiian uncle what the PLDC is. I heard it's really funny. I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's
I heard
awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
Are you on my email list? You
Is
are,
it? Yeah.
right? Are you?
Is
Do you
it
have email?
YouTube clip?
I think it's on you. Yeah, it's
Okay,
on
my
YouTube.
email's on there too. Send me an email and I'll add you to the calendar list, and I'll send you that Konoho Helm one. It's awesome. It's like in 3 minutes. He explains it. It's funny. You get it. It's a really good one.
He's back.
Oh,
Okay, so what's
somebody
the
had to go to the
next
bathroom. Okay, next.
Christmas party? Do we want to plan that?
The betrothed one is back.
Are we not going to do it?
I don't know. Are we gonna do it? I'll tell you what. Mr. L had his surgery. He's doing okay, but he's kind of slow recovery. So I don't mind waiting on that particular agenda item. To be honest, I was hoping the girls would be here, and we could plan with them. So. Yes, we have
Yes.
girls now.
Believe it or not.
We have real girls, not just me. I know. What? That counts. No, they came
Wait.
at the Hilo shopping center. That's the Super Fair girl.
So did like 20 other people.
I know, and they will be
That was weird.
occupiers forever in my heart.
They will occupy my
They just
heart.
will.
Some of it.
Kulani Prison, that one? Kulani Prison is having a meeting. They're
almost
reopening.
Destroyed that computer.
Quit helping me.
This
Again.
is one on camera.
Well, he should stop talking. I only turn it on when he talks. Next week, Thursday, a week from today.
Do a regular prison?
I think so.
Oh no.
Yes,
I thought
and so
Cassie
I
was
don't-
trying to get it for.
And I don't know what him and Rod and all them think about this and whatnot. Certainly they know about it. But that is, I just found out about that yesterday. So
They're
at
planning on
4:30 to 6
270
p.m.,
bring back
there's a
on the
meeting, a
main
public
one,
meeting.
270.
Okay, yeah.
Initially. Okay,
Where
so
is that prison?
Abercrombie
Go on.
wants to
117
Bring 'em back.
Kiave Street. I
Which
wrote
you-
down the
you
address
can't
because
pay
I wasn't sure.
Oh, is that the one where the people escaped and such?
No,
No,
that's
that was
Oh,
okay.
Alinani is below minimum security.
Okay.
So
Oh,
where is this one?
yeah, it's a
What is this
halfway
prison?
house.
Kulani prison is way up Steinbach.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All the way
Past
up
the
one
Malka.
where,
Yeah.
Way.
youth
I've heard about
challenges
it, but I
now.
don't know where.
Yeah.
Wait, where's this?
I'm
You challenge is actually
looking.
And that's maximum?
I don't
It-
know
no,
what
it-
that was.
It was a medium security.
Okay.
Okay, it always was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, used
Where-
to be government run, but now it's privatized.
State. It was state. It
Well,
was a state
It stayed in
run.
the state's hands, but they shut it down, and they've been letting youth challenge use it.
But they
It's
just
the National Guard
recently,
that's been running
but
it,
they-
you know that boot camp kids.
National
problem
Guard's
is-
okay.
is they recently shut it. They had recently shut it down. I know a lot of good people
Uh-huh.
that watched because
Right.
but
But now the National Guard
what
is
they
running
did was they're
For
utilizing
kids.
it.
For
They're
kids.
They
utilizing
are?
it.
The National Guard is running
Well,
it?
that's where youth challenge.
So what
The
that
Air National
program
Guard?
Sounds like
Yes,
youth
it's
challenge.
National Guard. It's
That's on the
youth guard.
agenda for County Council next week.
Yeah, it's
The whole Air National Guard plan is doing an hour-and-a-half presentation
Huh.
at committees on
Has-
Tuesday.
doesn't-
Huh.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily the Air National.
Okay, well,
it's
if that's why I'm asking.
It's a whole different program. It's a okay. I was employed by the Youth Guard or the Challenge for a
Youth
little
Challenge,
while. Yeah,
okay.
Youth Challenge, which was proposed in a lot of states. And a lot of states
Sounds like this
accepted
one.
it.
picked it
They
up.
did it here. They're doing it on Oahu. They're also doing it on Maui.
Sounds like a good program.
It is a good
think it's-
program.
It's for
It
like
is.
troubled kids who get in
Right.
trouble, and they put them through a ROTC
Right.
style program.
Right.
to
It
get
is a
their-
good
to get their
program. It
diploma.
really is. It really is a good program. You know, and it takes these troubled kids, gives them a military discipline.
Okay.
You know, and they go to school too to
So-
get their. Not only are they going through the
Yeah.
you know
Through the
the
like,
regimentation.
youth regimen, they're going through school.
Right,
too.
and when they successfully complete it, they get a 2-year scholarship
Very nice.
to a local
Any local UH,
college, either UH or wherever they get accepted.
Yeah.
Right,
That's
So
a cool. That's
it
a
is.
cool program.
It's a you know.
So why on the agenda is there somebody
Well,
trying to?
what it is they're turning it back into a prison. The other half of that is that Mohana Ho'opakele is like it's like what they're trying to do is do an alternative to prison thing where it's like sustainable, maybe like
Right.
vocational,
Oh,
sustainable
Ho'oponopono
farming.
as
Yeah,
opposed
you
to
know, like
agriculture kind of
or
crap,
yeah, where it's
you
more
make
like
prisoners
it's,
work
it's more of a rehabilitation style,
Yeah.
more
it's
so
taken-
than like punitive.
Yeah.
Where you
So-
take the human, the Hawaiian culture.
You
Yeah.
gotta quit interrupting though, man.
But it's Hawaiian culture-based
Making it the
rehabilitation as compared to punitive, prison shit.
Okay.
So what they were trying to get a hold of Kulani so they can implement that program, but now apparently Abercrombie just wants to go regular prison style. And so
Right.
that
So
is what
I
the
found
problem
it. It's like a draft EA meeting. This is the meeting announcement. It's in the email I just sent out. It's on the Facebook page. On our Occupy Hilo Facebook page, the very first post is always the calendar, and it's always that long.
Oh,
so
then
you
I
got
gotta
it.
you gotta pop it
You
out.
gotta really.
I'll probably like it.
Right on. So that's what you need to know about that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what Uncle Ron and them think about it. I haven't
I don't
talked
think
to
they're
him
pleased.
yet. I
I
can't
guess
be.
you'll find out from Jim
Doesn't
on
sound like
Friday.
anybody.
Well, that was one of the HSAC packages that they got through
no, but-
too. They got a platform.
Yeah.
But the
approved.
benefit is bring in the gals and the guys being incarcerated on the fucking mainland,
Yeah.
being paid for by Hawaii tax dollars.
Yeah.
Not to mention all
Which,
these.
by the way,
yeah.
what the fuck is happening in Kentucky?
No,
all the
no segue. No Kentucky. We gotta stay on track, man. We've been going for an hour.
Hawaiians were getting raped,
Right.
periodically.
Oh yeah.
In Arizona, the guys were just getting fucking totally, discriminated against.
Yeah,
I mean, major league bus heads and stuff.
Right.
They don't need to be on
Like,
the mainland.
what
They
it
need
was
to be back here.
Yeah.
Talk about energy commission.
Okay, but anyway, yeah. Let's move along. Let's no segue.
After Kentucky? Are you kidding me?
No, it's
That's
just
a whole other
it was just the point.
I know, but this is not free discussion. This is stack.
Yeah.
This is stack.
So
We have an
energy-
agenda, man. There's like
the
a whole
Energy
page of
Commission.
shit. The
Sorry.
Energy Advisory Commission
There's a whole bunch of
met
fuckery
without me
afoot,
again
man.
last month.
Where
I'm
did
really
you
pissed
start?
at them. They met without me again because they sent me the email for the meeting at 1:30 in the afternoon the day before, and I didn't get home till that night and read it late, and I thought it said video conferenced in Hilo, and so I went to Hilo where there was a
Where was
last
it? Where
county
was it?
council meeting was happening that day, and they met in Honoka'a. So I made a complaint to them at the office about them not doing proper notice of their meetings, and then I got a note back from the secretary who says basically emails aren't part of the Sunshine Law, so
Bullshit.
only snail mail is. Yes.
Well, then they need to send you.
So
That's
I need
snail
to request to be on
Sunshine
the
Law
agenda
needs
for that.
to be remade.
Oh, they just fucking.
There's a lot of energy
number
meetings. The reason I put it on there too is because there was a lot of energy meetings this week. There was the Helco IRP meeting at the Imaloa, where they basically just took everybody's ideas about everything energy.
and about
Mostly
to blow
people
it
that
off.
don't like things showed up to say what they don't like. So there's a bunch of people who don't like geothermal, and there's a bunch of people who don't like biofuel, and that
Keep
kind of
saying
stuff.
The opposite from everybody.
What, I can't remember
I mean,
the
I
other
just
energy
ran
meeting
into
right
a
now.
guy tonight that we were talking about farm fuel biodiesel and extracting ethanol from guava. We had a great scientific discussion about it. Geothermal as well is awesome. Why the fuck are these people so pissed?
No, wait,
Because
no,
they're
it's not.
sick.
Because they're sick.
No,
Because they're
because
physically
it's
ill.
not. It's not. It's what they're utilizing. They're using drilling mud.
Okay.
From fracking. The
Yeah.
same drilling mud
Yeah.
to drill into our fucking land.
It's
Right.
the only thing that's gonna break any of this crap. I mean, it's hard
Okay,
to stone it.
right, but the problem is that our hydrology, right?
You're destroying the water in the surrounding areas.
Right.
Not
Okay.
to mention you're drilling into an active volcano.
Volcano.
The most active rift lava zone on the
On the
face of
planet.
the
Well,
earth.
it means that they're not doing the fracking right, and they need to be legislated farther on their on
A lot
of their
more than
stuff.
that.
So, besides a
It's-
Repeal Act 55 PLDC, there is a Repeal Act 97 movement.
97.
Act 97 last
No
year
fracking on Hawaii.
removed all the geothermal subzones. They used to have these areas that were geothermal areas.
Yes.
Last year, they did away with them. So the entire state and all the islands are now a geothermal subzone. So,
But there's no geothermal energy actually being resulted from these lands.
Except for
well,
They've been denoted,
there is.
but
There's
they haven't
actually
been utilized.
there's a geothermal hotspot on every single island, including Kauai,
Yes.
that they could extract things
There's
from.
volcanoes
They are
everywhere. Geothermal.
actively
Oh, they're all
Yeah.
expanding.
It can be done
They're just-
right, but they're definitely not doing it right here.
So are we going after more for extra legislation and regulation on this, or are we
No,
just
no,
trying
no.
to do away
No,
with
no,
geothermal?
No, what we're trying to do is to bring it down to a micro scale. Okay,
Uh-huh.
first of all, what they want to do with the PLDC, what is on tap, is building an undersea cable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
To a wall.
$10 billion undersea
Undersea
cable.
16 billion.
All, is it?
Yes.
Okay, my bad. I had seen the last one I seen
3 of
For
them.
what? For oil, geothermal, what is it?
for solar, big wind too.
Okay.
Okay. In other words, they're going to put half of Lanai and Molokai under freaking these huge, big wind turbines.
Right, I've seen them all over
Okay.
the water.
Right, but we're talking most of the outer islands of
Yeah, they want
And
to.
stuff
They
like-
want to donate more of those islands that aren't being used towards wind.
to pump all this energy to Oahu,
Okay.
being the main thing. Okay, but first of all, not even considering the ecological
The
harm.
pristine nature of Lanai and Molokai.
That too. Yeah, just putting these fucking huge ass.
And they'll be able to
turbines.
tell people not to go there and who's able to go there, and that's ridiculous.
Well,
For certain. It's,
it's
it's
beyond that,
actually, it's
too.
not half.
And-
It's fully a quarter of Lanai
That's
will
terrible.
basically be bulldozed.
That's
And the thing
fucking-
about the awesome, clean, green energy of a windmill is that the base that they have to put in the
No
ground
comment,
to
dude?
hold the
Yeah.
thing up, they put like, I forget, it's like
Stood on
40
one.
cement
It's
trucks worth of
crazy.
freaking cement
Yeah, it's nuts.
per one.
they're
Yeah.
huge.
So they
They're huge.
they
The biggest
bulldoze
ones.
this huge like football field size space and they
Take a
wreck
hit,
the
dude.
thing and then they push it all back. Well, in Hawaii you cannot bulldoze anything and put it back. There's no back. Once it's bulldozed forever.
We'll
And
have to-
that's
it'll be
kind of
another
the problem.
10,000 years.
Besides that, all this shit runs down and runs into the reefs and kills the reefs and kills the fish, and then we don't have any food and we all die. So windmills are bad because we will all die.
And for the amount of money that they would spend on a project like that, they could put a microturbine on every building.
Just
They
for
can-
the
so-
just for the undersea cables. Think about
That
it.
in itself
16
is a
billion.
horrendously bad idea.
Do you know there's paint? There's
Okay, no,
paint
not on
that
the
you
paint.
could paint
That's a segue again.
on
So-
every rooftop.
Back to the agenda.
That will
Big-
fucking collect
big-
energy.
DMT.
Solar energy.
DMT?
Oh,
DMT?
30-meter
No,
telescope.
TMT.
30-meter telescope is
I'm for it myself. I'm for it myself.
For it, against it. I'm
I'm
being
a
neutral.
laser
I
spotter.
love
I'm for it
space,
myself.
But it does change the mountain. It does.
I mean, they've already leveled how much of they've actually dropped the actual elevation of Mauna Kea by putting up some of these telescopes.
They have.
I know. Trust me, I work up there, so I know exactly what. And
Like, isn't that thing supposed to be like 18 stories tall?
dude, it's
That's
gonna be
insane.
huge.
It's
That
like
would be
2/3
awesome.
of a
Dude,
football
it's huge.
field.
Fuck that.
You can take all of the observatories that are up there right now, and that's how big it's going to be.
We need to.
It's going
we
to be
need
down on the plane. I know where it is,
Yeah.
and I've already.
There needs to.
I
be,
want it myself.
There needs
I
to be
need
a
to-
changing of context.
Well,
Of
partially
science.
because of things- partially because
Science
things
is
are
not
so
a bad
fucking
thing.
massive,
It is.
It doesn't belong.
There's the 30-minute
Like I know that natural.
Oh, that's in February already.
You know, that'd be like the
That's
Israelis
way off.
bombing the Dome of the Rock. To us, that's
It's a mountain. It-
our mountain.
Like the tectonic plates below it are going to keep on pressing together, and the mountain, whether you like it or not, is going to continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger over time until we're all dead. So
Actually, that's the opposite of true.
Well,
Yeah.
it's
if the
different.
The
tectonic
mountain
Yeah,
is so large that it
is.
is depressing the plate, and it's actually
It
getting
is.
shorter every
We're
year.
riding
And
on
erosion
top.
is
We're
eroding
riding
it.
on the
So
big
we're in a
island.
convergent boundary.
No, we're on a hot spot.
Right.
We're in the middle of the plate.
Right.
We're smack
We're
dab
the
in the middle
biggest
of the plate.
possible rock. We're
Yeah.
the biggest
All the
possible
tectonics
rock.
happened is all around the Pacific Rim, and that's why California, Alaska,
Yeah.
Japan, the Philippines. That's why there's all this tectonic activity, because that's where the plates
But
are.
we are the
Right.
biggest possible rock.
Convergent, divergent.
No, but
convergent,
we're on the biggest possible rock on the face of the planet.
Yes.
That the actual continental, the mafic, the oceanic plates can hold.
Okay.
We are. We're floating. Literally, we are floating on that hotspot.
On that volcanic.
And we are literally from the bottom of the very bottom of the ocean to the very tippy top. We top Mount Everest.
Yeah.
By 10,000.
Because it's a gigantic rock.
Yeah, we are.
I get
It's
that.
one humongous. The
This
biggest
is a gigantic
possible-
mountain that's
Yeah.
going into
They're
the
saying
sea. That-
Scientists have long stated that we are literally the biggest possible amount of one, pressure point on the planet. The largest rock.
Okay, and
Rock.
at the top of that thing, they're going to put a 30-meter telescope.
Right.
The meeting is in
Stone.
February.
Okay.
Meeting's in February. Okay, what else? Anything
Oh,
else?
yeehaw.
We made it! That's the end?
That's you.
We made it. Oh my goodness, good, because it's raining now.
I don't know. I
Hey,
like
wait.
science, and I like how
That's the
Hawaii.
beauty of it.
Hawaii-
That's where I am in
part of the
favor of it.
problem is
Hey,
to-
wait.
How much are these guys paying up there? How much are they all these telescopes?
Quite
and all
a few bucks to quite a
I
few
heard
people.
I heard that it's minute amounts to like.
They're bringing scientists in from all over the world, and the UH has. You have to remember that the technique of non-dynamic hydroponics was written and put in paper down the street from here. So as much as I do love this place as a place of natural beauty, science is also the observation of natural beauty, and I feel like this is a very, very wonderful place for that.
That's true.
It is a magic.
I mean, but isn't there a? It wasn't. I don't remember who said the quote, but something to the effect of, even by observing it, you affect the outcome.
Yeah, because that's quantum physics.
I mean, but yeah. I mean,
The
what it comes down to is that, especially in a
observer,
place that's so ecologically
superposition.
fragile as Hawaii,
It
you have
is,
to make it
it
as,
is.
as non-invasive as humanly possible.
Yeah, but we fucked it over so much already. Think about it.
Might as well
Cookies.
kill it the whole
What?
way.
Well, a little
No,
more.
but think
Come
about it.
on.
Cookies are gone.
Oh God.
See, and this is why we don't have
God.
consensus on a lot of stuff. And we feel strongly about all these things. I mean, these guys work there or have family members that work there, you know, and you have other
What's wrong with you?
I agree that be legislated, regulated in a much more
Oh, yeah.
strong way and be observed, very strong. Like all the crap about the solar energy, there's so many projects for just tidal energy that could be
Right.
generated here,
Amen. Exactly.
like so easily. But all of these things need to be analyzed scientifically, not by some economical
I'm getting wet.
standard, and
We're power of the agenda,
and then need to be looked at
I
biologically.
think, right?
And if there's any
Sounds everything.
scientists in the world that should be able to
Thank
do
you.
that, they're on this island.
Sure.
The best biological, the best biologists.
Just show them the website real quick.
On this island.
What?
Just show them the website real quick before you close it.
What website?
It's in the chat there,
What chat?
next to the screen.
No, it's not.
There's no chat next to the
That's
screen there?
good job. You can read. Good job, Chris. Right on. I'm so glad you did. Please come back. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I didn't know there was chat. You're getting it. Oh, you said oh.
Click the
Oh,
link.
open assembly. That's what you want me to show him?
Yeah. Just
I'm clicking a link. I don't know.
Oh, you got a virus.
And I downloaded some nasty ass fucking ass toolbar fucking yesterday or the other day.
Never any
I removed
toolbar.
it and I still get these fucking pop up ads. Every single thing I click on. Every like YouTube video.
Your link's broken, man.
Yeah, your link's broken.
That link's broken.
And
what?
it did not. It didn't go anywhere.
That's exactly
Oops, this link is broken. That's what I said. Whoops.
No,
Okay,
it
it's
works.
raining. I got drips on everything. They're being
Alright.
goofballs, so I don't even know.
Alright.
How to shut it off.
All
Yeah,
right.
good one, man.
Happy GA!
I'll live.
Woo! Yay!
I'll live. No problem.
Happy.
Aloha.
Aloha!